This week on our plate, we are talking about everything from Summer Games Fest 2023. That's pretty much it. Um, yeah, it's gonna be the shortest preview section to date. So yeah. All right. Um, what did I say? All this and more on the latest episode of Press X Start, Gamers Digest. You know what it is.
Wiggity wiggity.
Right. What's up, everyone? I'm your host, DJ, aka Sexy Bad Choices, aka just coming off of a 2-hour high. I am joined by.
Sean MF Ross.
What does that M and F stand for?
I don't got nothing.
Oh, okay. Cool. And then last up but not least up, I say everything, but you know.
It's your boy Jordan, aka JXBot, aka a proud owner of an Xbox Series X.
Hey, that's
I
good.
don't think it was the last time. Because Redfall 2 came out. But I'm finally a proud owner of an Xbox Series X console. Oh my god.
That's good though. That's good.
Never thought I would ever say that ever again in my life.
Right.
Oh, you have an X and an S?
No, just an X.
Oh.
So okay, we'll get into it. Yeah, so now you know who we are. Press X to Start Gamers Digest is a video podcast and condense the most important gaming news from this past week into an hour-long meal just for you. This week, it's not going to be an hour long. We're going to be talking about Games Fest. We're kind of in the middle of Games Fest, but we are coming off of the heels of the maybe wonderful Xbox showcase, maybe, and the other heel of the actual Summer Games Fest showcase. So that's that. We are live on YouTube every Sunday at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Check it out. It's right now. Hello, YouTube. Don't forget, you can support us by liking the video, subscribing to the channel, and the notification bell. If you are listening, we would greatly appreciate you leaving us a review on Apple Podcasts or the podcast services you are tuned in on. If you want to join our Discord, you can by going to pressx2start.com/Discord, and I'll take you there. All right. Now we got that all out the way. Let us talk about everything that happened at Summer Games Fest 2023. We are pulling from a Kotaku website from John Walker. All right. So for us, Summer Game Fest happened a few days ago. They had a lot of big hits. There was a lot of moments. It was a 2-hour long show. So before we get into it, let's give our general impressions on that show. So Sean, you can go first.
I watched it after the fact. I didn't watch it live because I was busy. What were the biggest things for me?
I pull up the thing again myself.
Yeah, I'd have to.
Yeah. All right, well, I'll go first. So
Yeah,
I actually watched it twice because the first time I watched it was during stream. So I was also doing stuff, being busy. So I didn't really get a chance to really sit and enjoy it too much. So on second watching, I got a better view of it. And I enjoyed it a lot more than the first view, of course, because I actually have to pay attention to it. And I finished it probably at around like an 8 or so. I think from the games they showed, they were all really good. I like the general flow of it. It felt like, all right, this is the games that we have to show. Let's kind of space them out throughout the show and kind of put a little bit of filler, for lack of better words, in between to get us to where we need to be. And I think Jeff did a really good job of that. Him pulling out Nicolas Cage, crazy. Him pulling out the dude from Marvel Snap, who is always at 11, insane. So yeah, I had a good time with it. I enjoyed it. So either Sean or Jordan, you guys can go.
So I'm just looking through all the stuff there. There's a lot of things that had me somewhat excited. Mortal Kombat, of course. I'm interested in Alan Wake, Final Fantasy, Spider-Man, Like a Dragon, Gaiden, of course. Sandland looks interesting. I had never actually heard of anything else. Of course, it's an old manga at this point. I don't know if they ever did an anime, but Sandland looks interesting. I don't really play Dead by Daylight. Yes, Your Grace Snowfall looked interesting. Toxic Commando. That's a hard uphill battle they have after Redfall coming out. Pal World has to have Nintendo shit in their britches.
No, we're gonna go through the games. Just give us like a
Oh,
general
well,
overview of how you.
no, I want to go through the rest of the list. So no, no, no. This is actually a pretty good showing though. So
Okay.
for whatever's gonna come to PlayStation, I'm always down to check out things.
Yeah. Okay, Jordan.
My sentiments again were slightly more favorable to this showcase than compared to the PlayStation one earlier in the
Hmm.
week.
Yeah.
Alan Wake, big Alan Wake fan, and it's them seeing a deeper, well, not like a deep dive, but more gameplay of it was always exciting. And yeah, like as much grief as I give Jeff, he is a solid curator. Is the best way I can put it. Like he
Right.
knows how to work a crowd. He knows how to keep
Hmm.
things going in this E3 list world. But at the
Hmm.
same time, when you look back at what E3 was and what it did in terms of like the whole gaming zeitgeist and where we are together, like where games were at that moment, I think it still has a few more trials to really get back to where E3 was. But other than that, I mean,
Okay.
it was an entertaining show. And I'm older now. I need shit succinct. I ain't got no
Yeah.
Yeah.
time. I don't got no
Yeah, man.
interviews and shit like that. So it did
Yeah.
its job well. 7.5 is what I gave that one.
Okay. Cool. 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 All right. So now, Sean, we can talk about the games that they showed. So
Mhm.
one of the first and actually the first game they showed was not the game that we're going to talk about, but the first game they showed was Prince of Persia. That was pretty cool. Um, I'm not really a big Prince of Persia person, and this Prince of Persia is not like the old Prince of Persia, where this Prince of
Yeah,
Persia is
I
like
sucked at
the
that game.
2.5D.
It was hard.
I just didn't really enjoy it. Anyways, but they showed Mortal Kombat 1 and they
Yeah.
showed
It was
actual
lit.
story and fight scene stuff, and that looked really, really cool. Like,
Johnny
was
Cage was
this
a
also
very
a pop?
nice model.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, and then John Claude Van Damme is gonna be, yeah, I said that right. Okay. Yeah, he's gonna be voicing Johnny Cage too. So that's like really, really cool to see. Like that's a for all the Mortal
How's that
Kombat
gonna
heads, like
sound?
He
we'll see.
still
We'll
has a
see.
a pretty strong French accent.
Oh, you know
That's
what?
never gone
I'm
Yeah.
away.
thinking of Sylvester Stallone. I'm like, how the hell is Johnny
Oh,
Cage gonna sound? The fuck?
now you're right about Sylvester Stallone. um,
Yeah. I,
so go ahead.
I was gonna say I can't wait for this to come out. I've always, been playing Street Fighter and fucking Mortal Kombat since Sega
Hmm.
Genesis days. So it's exciting to see that they're still around, still I don't know if I want to call it innovating, but keeping up with the times, still doing exciting things.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I mean, again, I was like, I have to get up for Mortal Kombat because, like, to date, they out of all the fighters, they have the best story mode in terms of like, this is actually meaningful stuff that you're doing.
It's
Like
Mhm.
fun.
playing Street Fighter 6 and playing the story mode there is just like,
Copy and
this is
paste.
just, yeah, it's not even copy and paste, but this is just like,
Going through the motions.
yeah, it's like filler at best. Like it doesn't really do anything for the characters too much other than just like, yeah, you fought these 5 or 10 people and this is your reward for doing that. Go play online and go play War Tour. So it's just like, all right. Uh One of the other big pops was Alan Wake 2. As anyone who's watching this or listening to this knows that I am not a horror fan.
I
So I will just give it over to Jordan and Sean because hey, you guys, you pop for this too, right?
It looks interesting. Jordan.
Yeah, no, I mean, like Alan Wake holds a pretty special place in my heart because, like, when that game came out, it came out exclusive for the Xbox 360 first, and it was a
Mhm.
partnership between Remedy and Xbox 360 at the time, and it was a game
Mm,
that was in development hell. So when it came out, I was like, "Oh shit, finally it's out! I can't believe it!" And then it has like almost a 13-year cliffhanger from when I last played that game. I
yeah,
mean, yeah, like it looks great, and at least in terms of the buzz around it, it feels like a game that's like looking more so like as John says, current gen, but like we're reaching the upper echelons in terms of visuals and visual effects, and I think this game's
Yeah.
going to be a pretty excellent showcase of it this fall. And if you're
yeah,
not really a horror as I keep on reiterating, Alan Wake is a game for people that is a horror game for people that don't do horror. It's not a scary game. It's very much so an adventure action adventure shooter game. Like it's not scary. It's very fun. It's like Control. Like if Control scared you, then you got your own thing going there. But it's not a scary game. It's very fun.
I mean, I would love to believe you. I'd love to believe you. But when that deer horse man broke through the
He
wall
just
and
wants
was
a
just like,
hug.
"Ah," and I'm like,
He wants to
nah,
Man,
bro.
hug you.
send London over
Nah,
here so we
bro.
could toughen her up so she could protect you.
I just
He
again,
wants a
like,
hug. I promise.
yeah, see,
I
the only thing I'm
promise.
gonna hug it with is after I loot its body when it's on the ground dead.
you're gonna
See?
you're gonna loot his holes.
Right.
Oh,
For the
gosh.
bullets.
All right. I'm just kind of skipping around because
Yeah,
there was a lot of games shown, and
There's a
we're
lot
not
of
gonna talk about
games.
all of them. So let's talk about Power World real quick because this. So for those who don't know, Power World is the game. It's not showing. It's not showing who the actual developers. Doesn't matter. This is a game that is basically Pokemon but with guns. And when they first showed it, it very much so looked like a joke. It seemed like a joke, but they're like, "Nah, this is a real game." And we're like, all right, cool. And there's also like this whole like there was a factory scene where the Pokemon were making stuff in a factory and they all look sad and it's like, what the hell is going on here?
yeah.
But yeah,
Dark
this
humor.
came back a little more fleshed out and again a bit more confusing. So when this when this actually drops, sure, we'll see what happens with this. Um, let's jump to the Nicolas Cage thing. So Jeff does a very good job of when he can introducing celebrities into the gaming scene. And
Hmm.
this year he brought out Nicolas Cage and everyone was kind of shocked by it. Even the crowd was very much like, it's Nicolas Cage. Oh my gosh. And this was I give it up to Nicolas Cage doing his best to like seem
Interested.
Mhm.
yeah, like
I mean, well,
seem like I'm
it's
a
not too
guest here.
far removed from when Keanu Reeves came out. I mean, Keanu, I mean, like excited to
Yeah.
be there. You know, like yeah, my
Yeah.
likeness. Hey,
Yeah.
look at
Look
all
at all
these
these people.
Yeah.
nerds.
It's
You
you know what
know.
it is? It's weird to see the the actors like kind of have to be themselves and
Mm.
Yeah.
not like doing a thing. And it's just like, okay, cool, cool. So yeah.
I think the threshold for media training for a video game event versus the Cannes Film Festival is a little
Hmm.
bit different. Like you don't have to put on a face. It's just a
Right,
bunch of
right.
sweaty nerds around you.
So yeah, so that was pretty cool. And of course, that's Dead by Daylight, which is like at this point, it's a very old game, but it's really great to see that it's getting supported like this. So props to them. Okay, you got actually let's do Like a Dragon Gaiden, the man who erased his name.
Yeah.
This is a pop for you
Kiru,
guys. Also
not
me too.
Kiru, not Kiru,
Joyo.
Jojo.
That's
Um,
hilarious.
this will be a day one for me.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
This
Yeah.
needs no explanation. I don't need. I will buy almost anything that RGG puts out.
And I'm
Oh man.
to put on Sean, you know, like Sean's point, it's like when we had seven, technically it was seven.
Yeah.
Like a Dragon was
Mhm.
seven. There was a conversation of like, okay, is this going to be the type of Yakuza going out, or are they going to like mix it up? Because Judgment was still a spinoff of it.
Yeah.
Where we're going to have like a main Yakuza game that has like you know the quote unquote traditional Kwame,
Combat. Yeah.
Kwanju, and yeah, three and
Yeah.
stuff, and it looks like they're committing to it, which I'm super excited about. Also, yeah,
Right,
I'm
right.
gonna be lit. Hopefully they bring back Cabaret. The Cabaret. I mean, like they take shit out and put it back in later, but hopefully they bring out like a Cabaret stuff
We'll
and other mini
see what
games.
he's doing with this one. I'm curious what storyline because the storyline has continued from 0 all the way up to 7.
Yeah.
DJ.
Yeah. I'm aware. I'm aware of what's happening in Yakuza. It's just a lot of games. A lot of games to catch up on.
Hey,
It's a
man.
lot of wonderful matches.
Just start from 0 like I did.
You did, yeah.
Hey,
I'm currently
if I can get through Yakuza 0 all the way to 7, I can do it with One Piece too. Just join me.
I I am trying to follow Sean's journey. I'm currently at 3 now. I took a break, but I'm currently at 3
Yeah.
now.
3 is rough. I
I
apologize for that
know.
experience.
I'm powering through it. I'm powering. I'm like, please.
I didn't do any fucking side missions on that game. But anyway, when I hit it,
Oh my gosh. Y'all
when I
funny.
hit
All
it.
right. The next up
It
is
is
Marvel Spider-Man 2. There was concept art shown for this, and they gave release date of October 20th, which is great. You know, we just recently saw this at Sony's thing, so I didn't necessarily need any more like video from
Yeah.
this, but release date was nice to see. Although it is kind of weird that they it shows how Sony's playing ball with Jeff Keighley and Summer Game Fest, and like
All
they
right,
want to
we'll
be a
let
part of
y'all
this.
reveal. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, like
exactly. Yeah,
the day that Spider-Man, the Spider-Man
yeah,
reveal.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's talk about Banisher, Ghost of New Eden. So this is that third person over shoulder like action adventure, not action adventure. Let's say action game where you play as the guy. He's a white guy, but then his like beloved is like a black lady, but she's also a ghost, and like they're solving crimes like a new version of Scooby Doo or something. It looks cool. It's from the developers of Life is Strange. Uh, yeah, I don't. It looks fine. I'm not. I wasn't super impressed with this only because it's like the combat looks fine, but I'm more so wanting to see like what is the actual story here. I guess it seems like you're trying to either get back with her, which you just kind of anyways, whatever. I'm going down a tangent. But yeah, that's that. Did you guys get any kind of feelings from this? Do you like it or not?
I'm excited about Marcus playing it.
Yeah,
You know, I know
yeah,
I'm super excited
yeah.
about it. There's only so
It is a
much
Marcus
in
game.
like there's only so much space right now
Mm-hmm.
in my life for this
Mm-hmm.
stuff. But I am this is a pretty cool concept, and I'm glad
Right.
it's getting a lot of attention, a great amount
Yeah.
of attention.
And then of course, Fortnite, they got a new season that
Yay!
when they said Cybertron, I kind of double take because I was like Cybertron? Because like looking at it, it was just like a forest thing with like a temple in the middle. They went to the temple and it was like, oh, this is Autobots. It's like, okay. Like this integration feels kind of weird to me because I guess they're going for Beast Wars, but
Yeah,
like,
well, like yeah, like I mean, Fortnite does a great job syncing out with the most
yeah,
popular
but
thing.
it's like, why do you go with Optimus Prime and not like Optimus Primal or whatever the Beast Wars version of that
Yeah,
is?
you know,
It just felt weird to me. But yeah, good for them.
I mean, Optimus Prime
Um,
is in Beast Wars though. Like he
yeah,
is in
yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah.
There's like
But
base Transformers.
let's let's talk about was it John Carpenter's Toxic Commando? Because this, I, yeah, y'all can go first. Y'all can go first. Did y'all have a pop for this?
No.
Okay, that's
Eh.
where I'm at. Like this, this felt like, all right, I get like the hype because it's John Carpenter, but like
Yeah,
the actual game, you just being on the back of a truck shooting, it's like I'm like, if you're gonna do a zombie game, you need to do something different. I guess this is something different, but like,
What can you do
I don't
different
mean
at this
this.
point?
because
Exactly.
at the beginning of last generation, well, not like at the midpoint of the last generation, we had World War Z finally come out, and that was like
Mm,
that kind of like next gen feeling zombie game. You know, all these
right.
zombies and really punchy shooting. This is what I felt from this game, but at the
Yeah.
same time, the 4-player co-op, like that feels like a dated game design or game design that's, you know, implemented for a very specific reason for DLC and skins and shit like that. So
Yeah.
um, I'm not too excited about it. Yeah, the
Yeah.
4-player co-op thing is kind of overdone.
Right. Right. They showed more from Baldur's Gate 3, which looks good. I don't really follow that, so I'm just
Same.
kind of I know Baldur's Gate's a good thing. They also showed I was gonna jump to? I was gonna jump to something. I whatever. They showed more Witcher 3, which is great. I love Henry Cavill. Good to see
I
him.
guess
Yeah,
this
Kind
is
of
gonna be his final season, right?
yeah. He's
until
done
Unfortunate.
after that.
Liam Hemsworth is going to be
Hmm.
replacing him.
Unfortunate.
And then they showed Immortals of Avium. This I don't know
Does
where
not look
I am at
interesting
this
to me.
game. Okay, see that's kind of where I'm at. Like this feels like kind of a cop out, not cop out, but like I don't know. It looks good, but like gameplay doesn't really do anything for me. So I'm kind of like I'm waiting to see on that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, because that's show Marvel Snap. Okay, so Jeff did a thing where he talked about Square Enix and he kind of tricked everybody by showing Final Fantasy VII Ever Crisis, and this is like the mobile installment of Final Fantasy VII, and
Signed
everyone's just
up
like,
for it. I'm
"Oh,
curious.
yeah, yeah." So it looked really cool, but then he went to talk more about a thing, about a Square Enix thing, and everyone was just like, "Oh my god!" And he was like, "No, it's not that. Calm down." And then he showed some game. It don't matter. And then at the end, he said the rumors were true. and we got the trailer for Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. This was cool. I Final Fantasy VII Rebirth is a game that I am excited for, but I can totally wait for.
Mm-hmm.
So to see the trailer drop and it's just like, okay, this looks really cool. I still have no idea what the hell is going on in this game, but when it comes out, I'll play it. I'll enjoy it. But what was you guys' feelings on this?
I'm glad that it's spaced out to 2024 because this is a busy year.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Totally agree.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I don't have any strong opinions of this because
Mhm.
Xbox has been locked out of the Final
Oh, that's
Fantasy
true.
games.
But you
And
can play it on PlayStation, you know?
I do have a PlayStation. Like, I'm gonna play I'm gonna get around to it. I mean, like
Yeah.
I never been like a huge Final Fantasy fan to begin with, so it's
Mhm.
like I'm not losing out anything. But yeah, no, the partnership is strong.
Right. Okay. So that's pretty much it for Summer Games Fest. The next showing or next showcase that was of importance was the Xbox Game Showcase, which is what we just saw. We had a very light reaction to it in the end of the showcase, but let's do I guess a little bit of a quicker but a little bit of deeper impressions on that, and we can also include Starfield stuff because that was also important to it. Overall, for me, as I said in the actual uh, recap, was like, yeah, that's definitely like an 8, 9 for me. Like, it's more of a 9 if I'm combining the two showcases together because I think they had a very, 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 very strong showing. Um, all the stuff they showed was of quality. Where, like, looking back at the PlayStation thing, it definitely there's more like spikes and dips for the PlayStation showcase for me. So
More dips
I
than
think
spikes.
Mm.
yes, yeah. So I think Xbox did a really good job this year, and I think this is what they needed to do, and they definitely nailed it.
I just threw a link in the show notes if you want to click
Okay,
it.
yeah,
If you wanted to, yeah. No.
can do. And then Jordan, what was your takes?
Yeah, no, as I said in the AKAs, yeah, I'm happy to have an Xbox again.
Yes.
It ebbs and flows. It's ebb and flows significantly throughout this whole console generation. This current one, at least, like Xbox had a pretty solid 2021 with like Psychonauts 2 and
Mhm.
Halo, which kind of been on a stinking lately, and Forza Horizon 5. But I think potentially we're looking at a fairly strong fall after this showcase, in terms of what they presented,
Yeah.
and in terms of the pacing of it. Like it wasn't too front loaded, it wasn't too back loaded. It felt it was a pretty consistent burn, a good
Right.
burn, a positive burn. Like I never lost interest, but I do believe and I do follow Adam Greenberg that there were some um, sleight of hand in terms of expectations. They said that
Hmm.
they weren't going to have CG trailers. They were showing some in-game cutscenes, in my opinion. Like some of them were just straight up in-game cutscenes. Like in no way was that Tom and not in Exile, but the Compulsion Games thing that was an in-game probably beginning cutscene or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
And
There was a lot of cutscenes. There were like yeah, like there was you can't really dance around it. There was a lot of cutscenes, but at the same time, like that's kind of how a showcase kind of goes at this point.
yeah, and
Yeah.
not to fault them. I mean, I'm just
Yeah. Okay.
this
Okay.
this is in terms of articulate where I was going into this. They were like, we're doing gameplay in terms of how they were,
Hmm.
projecting. That
Yeah.
did not happen. And what we did get was cool, but at the same time, it didn't meet that expectation for
Right.
myself. And additionally, dates. The dates were, a little bit further out. I know COVID still is kind of a thing, I guess, or maybe video game development in general has reached this level of sophistication that it takes more
Hmm.
time to do this shit with the current technology that's on the
Hmm.
market. But yeah, I some an XL game did not have a date to it,
Yeah.
and some games just share 2024. But the showcase did give a pretty exciting fall 2023.
Yeah. Before Sean go, I'll just say that like I think with all these games giving their dates and they're kind of being like in 2024, I think the whole package of Starfield being so big coming out this fall, it's like
Right.
that kind of makes sense. Like they don't want to
Yeah.
compete with
Yeah.
Starfield, and also the games probably just aren't ready right now. So it's like, all right, I forgive that. I forgive that at this point. So,
And
Sean, what's
one,
your takes?
my
Oh,
bad. Sorry.
oh, sorry.
No, no, Sean, you go.
Oh, okay. No, I just was clicking around because I was looking for like a dragon stuff.
Yes, yes.
I need
So apparently that's like a dragon. Infinite Wealth is like a dragon 8. Infinity sign
it.
Yeah.
put
Yeah.
on it. Yeah,
Oh, I love it.
yeah.
I love it.
Which is surprising because I thought when they teased like a Dragon 8 way back when with Ichiban and Kiryu,
Yeah.
it was still gonna be in God damn it, the name of the regular city that they're in.
Come,
Yeah, Kamurocho.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, so it looks like this is the first time it's actually gonna be outside of Japan because apparently
Yeah.
he landed in Hawaii.
Yeah. Yeah.
But of course,
Whoever
this
said Hawaii
isn't
was
gonna be
right.
a. I highly doubt this is gonna be an Xbox exclusive. If
No,
if it
no,
No.
was,
No.
if it was though.
no, no. Because
Right.
like
Yeah. Yeah. That's
what
a flex.
happened? What happened last time, Sean?
Mhm,
I think it came out on Game Pass. Was the big thing
mm.
for the Like a Dragon game? Like, or did it come
It
on
came on Game
Xbox?
Pass first.
Yeah, like I think that was the pop associated with it.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Mm. Well, I mean, regardless, that was a pop for me for Xbox
Yeah.
Showcase because I mean, not I'm looking through the thing like Fable looks interesting, but I mean, I was never
Hmm.
into Fable even
Mm-hmm.
when I had a Xbox 360. Payday, they treat their customers like trash, so I'm not interested in that. It looks interesting, but I mean,
Yeah.
nah. Hellblade looks awesome, but didn't play the first one. But I mean, I'm interested.
Yeah.
That weird Capcom Path of the Goddess looks
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, like
curious.
that's them tapping into the Chinese development market.
Yeah,
Like
Right. Right.
that's
Yeah.
their Chinese development push.
and then
What I
of
really
course,
like in Exile Clockwork.
yeah, and
Mm-hmm.
I was
That
gonna
looks
say
good.
that Still Wakes the Deep looks interesting to me in Dungeons of Hinterberg, but
Yeah.
other than that,
Hmm.
it's
I
okay
mean,
for me.
even that, like, that's a couple of games. Like, that's a
Yeah,
handful of games that are interesting, and like that's kind of the point of these showcases, to have everyone to leave with a couple of games that interest them, to get them to jump on the platform or whatever. So yeah, like I think they just did a really good job with this. Um, and then there is the, well, I guess I can just give my list of games that got
yeah.
me. I think Fable, I like that trailer. I think that was cool. As I said, Clockwork, I think that was cool. I was a little like, okay, to the Starfield thing, but we'll talk about that in a little bit. Um, I think I really wish I was into Persona, because
Hmm.
like I think I like the trailer for the tactical thing. I think that was cute. Hellblade 2, that was a big pop for me because I feel like that trailer was enough like mystery and just like intrigue that I think like I'm interested to see how that game goes. I'm probably not gonna play it, but I will watch it. I'll watch it. And then of course Like a Dragon. And those are kind of the big pops for me. But yeah, Starfield.
Yeah.
We talked
Uh,
a little bit about it
but
before. Oh, go ahead.
no, like in terms of my pops,
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Go ahead. Go for it. My
my
bad.
my pops were yeah, it'll be Fable, it'll be an Exile joint, and it will be City Skylines 2. That
Yes,
City
yes, yeah.
Skylines 2 is the premier city builder game. I mean, not too many
Mhm.
out there, but it is like it's the best one. Um,
Right.
yeah, those were my big pops.
That's what's up. Cool. Okay. So Starfield. Starfield was a big thing that they gave us an hour long video of it. I was the entire time we're watching, I was like, is this really going to be an hour long? And yeah, it was an hour long. And like, I think they did a really good job of showing off that game, showing off the strengths of the game, showing off how much customization in the game, showing off how many things you can do in that game. Like, the game is huge. The game is like legitimately big. As I was saying in our live reaction, which you can get on YouTube, check it out. It's
Mm.
great. Phil talking about how he doesn't, even if Starfield is 11 out of 10, he doesn't think that that's going to sway the overall, uh,
Like
gamer
guys,
base.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, to get people over on Xbox. But like,
Just spend an extra $500.
yeah, but I think Starfield would be that game to do it if there's any game that can do it. Like, that is what they showed was just so good. So, Jordan, Sean,
Yeah, yeah. Like no, I I'm just so fascinated about the management of that game solicitation going a year into into the Microsoft Bethesda partnership,
Mm.
because last year what we saw during that showcase was probably 5 to 8 minutes of like some random person, your character, like raiding a random base on a planet, right? Like
Yeah.
some mining bullshit, and I'm like, what? Like, I was, like after what we saw today, like that is not the game, bro. Like
Exactly.
there's just so much more shit here, and
Yeah.
it's like y'all were gonna go into the fall looking like that. Like y'all were gonna release in November with that. Like what was going on? So clearly having it bake in the oven way more put a tremendous amount more confidence into it, because the previous shooting gameplay just wasn't there.
Yeah.
Like I mean, like it just wasn't as engaging, and it was picked at rightly so. But this, I'm like, yo, this is feeling good. This is better than Fallout 4's
Yes.
gameplay, which they had improved from 3. So yeah, no, this is gonna be a for. I mean, technically it's late summer, but it is marketing wise the fall, purchasing season being September, and
Mm.
yeah, that's gonna suck up a lot of energy, and Spider Man, that's a solid call. I'm just saying solid. I love. I'm gonna love both games, but
Yeah. I
good
mean,
call.
yeah.
Just
Yeah.
good call. Let's not overshadow Miles, please.
Hmm. So yeah, that is pretty much our takes on the Xbox and Starfield showcase. Before we wrap this up, let us rate the showcases so far. So we have the PlayStation showcase, we have the Summer Game Fest showcase, and we have the Xbox showcase. My rating would be what I just said, but from least to best. So PlayStation is number 3, Summer Game Fest number 2, and Xbox number 1. How about you, Sean?
I would flip Xbox and Summer Games Fest.
Okay. So PlayStation
Yeah.
3, Xbox 2, Summer Game Fest 1.
Yeah.
All right.
I wonder what heat PlayStation is hiding though.
I hope, man. That's the hope that they have another showcase in line, because the first one was just not wasn't where it should be for what people were expecting or hoping.
Mm.
Jordan?
Yeah, no, I'm gonna. I think the bottom was PlayStation with a 7,
Mhm.
Summer Game Fest with a 7.5, and Xbox with a 8.5 to a 9 at the top.
Okay. Nice, nice, nice. All right. Well, that is up. That and heads up. That is us for this recap of Summer Game Fest so far. I think Monday we have the Ubisoft Forward. We're gonna probably see more Assassin's Creed stuff, and then there's another Xbox thing happening. But I don't think there's a Capcom showcase as well. So I think those are the last big 2 things, maybe, possibly. I could be wrong.
Mm.
Memory is an elusive beast. All right, well, that's pretty much what we have so far. We hope you enjoyed us talking about Summer Game Fest, everything that's happened so far, and where we are right now. Don't forget, you can like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell. If you want to do us another thing, another favor, you can review us if you're listening to us on Apple Podcasts or podcast service you are tuned in on. We would greatly appreciate your 5-star rating, because we know that's what it's going to be. Uh, that's it, right? Oh, the Discord. You can jump on our Discord by going to pressx2start.com/Discord. There you can join the conversation. It's great. Um, we just have a good time, we just enjoy our companies. All right.
I just need
That's
to revise my list. PS4, PlayStation Showcase is number 4. The Summer Games Fest is number 1. Xbox number. Oh no. Xbox number 3. Summer Games Fest number 2, and then the RGG Summit on Friday will be number 1. That is all.
oh.
Okay.
Turns out they're at Summer Games Fest. All right. That's
We,
us. That's
we,
what
we
we
should
deliver.
live stream the RGG Summit.
Oh, wait. You said it's Friday. It's this Friday
Yeah,
coming up?
June
Oh,
16th.
interesting. Okay. All right. Well, that's us.